Greetings, LoreSeekers, and welcome to another episode of the Lost Archives, a Star Wars Legends lore series. So this week I will be talking about the Transitory Mists. Now, the Transitory Mists is a region of space, like so many others in the Star Wars galaxy, that is difficult to traverse, mainly because of the ionised space that surrounds it, and difficulties navigating through this area. It's very easy to get lost. Not to mention the ionised particles in the mists would eventually cause you several issues with your engines. So many problems like that due to poor engine design in the Star Wars universe, but no other methods of propulsion were really viable, so unfortunately they'd have to go with what worked best. So essentially this meant that a small cluster of the galaxy was completely isolated from the rest of the galaxy. So while the Empire was busy establishing itself, the entire area of space completely left alone, except however by those who might look to certain places not even before the Republic had formed. Pirates. Pirates would venture through the mists and eventually use it for ambushing and raiding ships. This enabled them to map and detail several passages through the mists, and they found many habitable worlds on the other side, clustered together, unlike some of the more sparsely and separated planets of the other core areas, including the outer regions. I believe the total number was about 36 closely positioned star systems, each with an inhabitable world. Quite a rare find in any galaxy. All with a perfect outer barrier to protect them from any would-be invaders, or anyone who wants to bother you really. And so these pirates made it their home, and over thousands of years eventually they formed their own government, their own system, and their own consortium. Those of you who are connoisseurs of the Legends/EU material will know that I am directly referring to the Hapes Consortium, something that will be getting its own video once I have returned from my holiday, eventually. Now, during the Galactic Civil War between the Empire and the Rebel Alliance/New Republic, about 8 years after the Battle of Yavin, the Hapes Consortium opened up diplomatic ties with the New Republic. Many years into this, they would give up their mapped knowledge of the Transitory Mists, and this would lead to the entire region being opened up to the rest of the galaxy, to which many corporations and varying degrees of organisations did take advantage of this. But such was the might of the Hapes Consortium that they could quite easily rebuild any losses they would sustain from combat outside of their home systems, and effectively still maintain the borders of their realm. The issue with the Transitory Mists is effectively for any power trying to invade the consortium, they have to get through various choke points, or attempt to navigate the dangerous space that is the mist itself and have severe engine breakdown, and possibly even be stranded in the void. Something that, after a few weeks and once your rations are gone, may make that blaster look real friendly. So, for anyone wishing to conquer the Star Wars galaxy, this would be a hard target to take, but once you've taken it, it would be very hard to dislodge you from that area. If then those of you who have played any of the Total Conversions of Forces of Corruption, the Star Wars Empire at War expansion, there are a few places that use the Transitory Mists, though I do think the mods themselves do actually not expand upon the worlds of the consortium, but then again that would probably be game breaking if they were to do this. Anyway, LoreSeekers, if you are watching this video, I'm not actually yet back off my holiday. This was recorded before, and I'm hoping that this is worked same as the Minecraft video that I put out using the scheduling system before I left. If it has worked, you're listening to it, cool. If it hasn't, I will re-upload it when I get back off my holiday. Now the plan is I should be back a week or two after this video has gone live. If I follow my usual pattern, it will be 2 weeks from the day that this is gone live that I should be back doing my regular content. Just a brief update for all of you. Anyway, as always, my sources will be listed down in the description below. If you like what you heard, perhaps consider leaving a like on the video, maybe sharing it around. As I'm quite a small channel, I don't really get the recommendations that some of the other people do. Also because I don't put out as much content. So sharing it around would help me out a tremendous deal. And maybe get a discussion going in the comments. And as always, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, as that will also help me out a great deal. Anyway, I will see you once I am back off holiday. As always, take care, have a good day, and may the Lorekeepers be ever in your favour.